Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Even though the world is scary and horrible and ugly right now, I hope to provide a source of beauty and of joy and of just entertainment for you guys so that you can escape for just a little bit, clear your minds, and then go back out with fresh strength and a fresh perspective, hopefully. So just trying to be positive. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about my project pan that I am working on for 2020. If you have never heard of Project Pan, what it is the attempt to pan your products, getting so low in a product that you can see the bottom of it, basically using up a product until you physically cannot use it up anymore. So this is not only an attempt to be less wasteful in my makeup collection, but also I figured that even if these products aren't my favorite, I am still learning how to make them work for me. And so that helps my expertise as just a makeup applier. I don't know if I'd call myself an artist. So that is what we're going to be talking about. I also thought it would be fun to add in the products that I'm going to replace my Project Pan products with once I use them up completely. So basically the products that I hope to pan next. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to take a look at the products that I am attempting to pan this year. I've never attempted anything like this. Like I've never set out to use something until I use it up. So I'm really excited. Okay, so first product, we have the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. It actually has a little purple lid on it. I have to this I have had for probably years. It's probably been at least 5 or 6 years that I've owned this. And I know that's gross, but I personally am not grossed out by it. However, you need to be aware your products do expire. And what that means is that the preservatives that are in your products are compromised. And basically your products could be growing bacteria as they're sitting in their container. So try to buy products that you know that you're gonna love. But anyway, so expired products really don't scare me personally, but if they scare you, don't worry about it, just throw it away and just buy one the next time and make sure that it's something that you're gonna love. Do your research, you know? That's why watching makeup reviews is a great idea. So I'm torn between wanting to put on my first round of things and then just show you guys what I'm gonna replace afterwards. I'm greedy. I'm gonna show you the replacements now. So the next primers that I'm gonna use up after this one are my NYX primers. The Pore Filler, which I tried to dupe the Benefit Professional with. It is not really a dupe, but it's okay. And then the NYX Angel Veil, which I think I've owned for 3 years. I've probably owned this one for 4 or 5. So they're definitely expired, but still gonna use them. I like them both. This one kind of lightens your skin though, the Angel Veil does. So if that's a no-no for you, then don't go with it. And then if you have dry skin, you probably don't want to use either one of these. But I figured as I'm coming into the spring and summer months, having more mattifying products is probably going to be okay for my skin. I'm going to be sweating a little bit more. TMI, but IDC. The next product that I am attempting to use up is my brow product. This is the Total Temptation Brow Definer by Maybelline. And look, that's it. That's all that I have left. Little bitty little tip. I'm days away from using this one up. I'm so excited. After I use this one up, I have another pencil from Maybelline that I'm going to be using. It is the Brow Ultra Slim Pencil, and I do like a slim brow pencil. I think it's nice, but personally, I'm not picky when it comes to brow products. And so after I use up all of the brow products that I have in my collection, I'm honestly probably going to buy zero waste options like pomades or powders or waxes. It's literally not that different. Brows are not the thing that I get excited about when it comes to makeup. If I could have somebody else, a little fairy, come in and do my brows every time, I would. Or nope, I would have a little fairy come in and curl my lashes for me. What is the step that you would have a fairy come in and do for you if you could? Would you just I don't want to do this? To eyeshadow primer. I am trying to use up my Milani eyeshadow primer, and this one is pretty good. It's a little bit grainy for me. And then the replacement one, I haven't really decided because I want to use up my MAC paint pot in soft ochre simply because I have it and it was expensive, and also I want this jar to be able to reuse. But as an eyeshadow primer, I don't really love it. I think it would be great for somebody with super oily eyelids, but I am not that person. But I still have a good amount of use in this guy. It's like probably half full still. I got a lot to go through. I've been trying to give myself like bigger dollops of it. Yeah, this one has a 12-month expiration and I am coming up on that, so it's about time that I use it. Yeah, I like that one because it dries down pretty matte. Solid. For foundation, Beauty Bakerie. This is their Insta Bake Aqua Glass Foundation. This is literally the worst foundation I've ever tried. Don't buy it, but I'm making myself use it so that I can build up my experience when it comes to a difficult product that I don't enjoy working with. I've actually gotten compliments on how my skin looks with this stuff, but I enjoy this one because I can see exactly how much longer I'm gonna have to suffer with it. So I just got a little Sharpie and I am going to mark where this is at here. That's close enough, right? And then I hope that by this time in like August, I'll be like way up here. And then the foundation that I'm going to use up after this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I have quite a good amount left, but it's not like a ton. So I feel like I can get through this in like a few months as well. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly slap this on my face. So I know this looks like a ton of foundation, and it is, but this is the only way that I've found to make this stuff work for me, is to slap on a thick layer of it with a brush, and then take an almost dry sponge and pat it over it and get all those streaks out. It's just like this foundation was designed for people who don't want to work foundations into their skin. I call it an Instagram foundation, but whatever, I will use it up and then I'll be done with it. I think I'm done finally. It just takes forever to use that. Look, already we're above the Sharpie mark. It was just in the middle of it just now, and now it's above it. By the way, that foundation was in the shade 357WN. For concealer, I cannot have a bad concealer that I'm wearing on a daily basis. It's too frustrating to me. So I've been using my favorite concealer, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Beige, and it's got really good coverage and it's nice and moisturizing, so I've really been enjoying it. And that's literally all that it takes. And then the concealer that I'm gonna replace that one with is this Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I have two different shades of this that I'm probably going to mix and match. This one is in light 10 and the other one is in light 14. But this is a very matte concealer, so again, if you have really oily skin or really oily eyelids and under eyes and stuff tends to slip and slide around on you, this would probably be a really good option because it does set down pretty good. I think that with concealers, the way that I measure if they're getting empty is if I have to swirl around the doe foot applicator to get something out, I know that it's getting low. When you have to start corkscrewing your concealer, you're pretty much done. Whew. For powder, I have been using one that I don't like to make myself use it, you know? This is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. So I find that I have to use it with an almost dry sponge so that it kind of soaks up the moisture and I can like pack it in. Yeah, I just saw that darken before my eyes. If I find that I need it, I will brush over with like a fluffy brush and get any excess off. The powder that I'm going to be using up after that one is this Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder by Wet n Wild. It's a pretty good powder, so gonna use it. And I'm gonna try to like repackage it in this because I like the net on this a lot. And that's like half the reason I'm using it. Okay, the bronzer that I'm trying to use up. I think you guys probably already know this because I mentioned it a couple times in my videos. It is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer Mini. I got this for my birthday back in August and I am like so close to hitting pan. I can see it through the powder on these letters here. I'm pretty excited about that. I like can't wait. This one is matte. So the other one that I'm kind of using up is this one from e.l.f. It is their baked bronzer in the shade St. Lucia. Ugh, my lid is broken, so that's basically useless. I had dropped this and it like shaved off the domed part of this. This used to be like a lot of product. And so now I can already like see pan on it, especially on the edges where that dome was hanging on. So I figured I might as well just use the last small little bit of this so that I can throw this package away and never look at it again. But it's got a really beautiful glowy formula. Let me swatch both of these for you. I don't know if you can see that, I hope you can. And then the Hoola one is kind of in the same vein, at least as far as the tone goes, but it's really, really matte. So here is the St. Lucia one up here, and then here is the Hoola one down here. So they're both very golden. And then the one that I'm going to be replacing those with is kind of like a perfect medium between the both of them. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I bought this like last year, but I stopped using it because the scent was giving me a headache. It smells like coconut liqueur, those sparkling waters. And then also I got tired of this giant packaging. It's like a really nice, like almost like a cool tone golden. I know that doesn't make any sense. So this is the Hoola, this is the butter bronzer, and then this was the St. Lucia one. So I'm really excited to get back into using that because I think I've missed it. So I'm just going to take my Hoola. And my goal with this isn't to like reshape my nose, it's just to add a little bit of structure because the foundation has a tendency to blank that out. I am trying to reshape this part. And then with my St. Lucia bronzer, I am just dipping into that a little bit, and I really like the effect that it gives when it's on the kind of corners of my forehead, just on the edges of where I put that other bronzer, because it like softens it out and gives it a little bit of a natural glow. I just think that looks so nice. Just adding a little bit of color and life back to the skin. I like that shiny forehead though. For highlighter, I have two that I've kind of been recycling through. You guys have seen these. One of them is discontinued, one of them is still going strong. So the discontinued one is the Fox in a Box highlighter from Hard Candy. It is a baked highlighter, and so it has that really soft like glow, and so I like that for like everyday use. This one I'm actually starting to get a dip in the middle. And then I have my Ofra Star Island highlighter. I think that I'm getting close to hitting pan in the middle. This one is a lot more of a shimmery and like stroby highlighter. I'm not good at swatching stuff yet, y'all, bear with me. So yeah, that's the Star Island one, that is the Fox in a Box one. But the funny thing is, this one looks huge, and it says that it has 10 grams of product. This one looks like it's really huge as well, and it says that it has 5.7 grams of product. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna use this one just because it is discontinued and I've had it in my collection for way longer. So I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush. I've been enjoying that instead of like a more focused brush because it gives like this all over glow and roundness to my cheekbones. It's nice. I promised myself that I was gonna stop using this on my channel because you can't get it anymore. Also, Hard Candy is going down the tube, so there's no point in like touting their products if they're about to go bankrupt. For blush, you guys know I've been using my Sugar Cosmetics Contour de Force blush in Peach Peak. This one has a really nice like neutral undertone, and I've also been mixing that up with my Milani baked blush in Luminoso. I have a tendency to drop my baked products. It broke off, so I really just only have half of a product to use up. So I don't have like a replacement because blush for me is something that I mix up all the time, and I'm probably gonna be continually buying more anyway. That's not something that I can have just one up and be satisfied like I can with a powder or a concealer. No, I have to have options here. So I'm gonna use my Contour de Force blush, and I like this one because it's really easy to blend out. I can build it up, or I can leave it really, really subtle. So it's been really nice. Let me go ahead and swatch these for you because that's way more fun than not. So here is the Peach Peak. Nice, soft, good. Here is the Luminoso. So it's kind of a bit glowier and a bit more of like a salmon-y color. The eyeshadow palette that I would like to use up this year is this little feller from Wet n Wild. This is in Walking on Eggshells, and this is just one of their little quads. It's like $5 to get this, and I already have dents in it, like this shade, this shade, this, wait, basically all of the shades, because this is one that I was throwing in my bag to go traveling when I was going back and forth a lot last year. So I figured that it would be good to just go ahead and use it up. Plus it's a good one for like that soft glam kind of look. So for this is a very versatile product. Speaking of versatile, you guys have seen this palette so many times, so I'm not gonna like harp on it. I'm not gonna do like swatches or whatever, but this is my Milani Everyday Eyes palette in Must Have Naturals. And this one is actually going to be discontinued, so I'm not going to be using it on my channel very much more. Really nice eyeshadow palette. I'm probably going to try to use it up. Okay, so I'm going to swatch these for you guys. They look pretty good on the finger. They're a little dusty, have a little bit of fallout, but they're still really pigmented and really easy to use. So I'm just going to start with the transition shade on a fluffy brush. Like that little palette because it is a nice feminine look that it gives. This is just kind of like my everyday, just slap it on, head out the door. Now eyeliner. Ugh. I don't use eyeliner very often, but I have so many of them and I need to be using them. So I decided that I would start with something easy. I'm just gonna do a pencil liner to use up, but this is my Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade But First Espresso. It's pretty small. Yeah, this one is definitely dried out. Like I can see where it's like chunking up and I'm getting fallout and everything. It's pretty gross, not even gonna lie. So that just adds a little bit of extra definition to the lash line. Nothing too crazy. Okay, now setting spray. I'm going to attempt to use up my Tarte Stay Spray. Setting spray is something that I don't really struggle using up. And then once that's done, I'm going to go back to my Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray. I can't see through the bottle, but I would say that I probably have like that much left in it. So that sprayer is so nice. That's the first like really fine mist sprayer that I've had that doesn't like clog up within like a week. So I have been using my roller lash from Benefit because I think that my main one is kind of heading out the door, and that is my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's starting to get really flaky, and then I have like 6 others that I can back up to after this. But today I'm going to use my BTS. Oh, it's dry. Okay, so there's mascara on. Let's move on to lips. This is the lip balm I've been using. This is from EOS. So this is the point that I will kind of wipe it off so that it doesn't cause my lip liner and lip products to slide around and get really weird. So the lip liner that I'm going to attempt to use up is the NYX Suede Lip Liner in the shade Stockholm. It's kind of this warm coral shade. They're really pigmented, they go on really smooth, and they have such nice colors. Plus they're like $4. The one that I'm going to be using after that one is my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Nude. So this is the shade of the next one. It's a little bit more cool tone. It's kind of a dusty rose. And this one actually comes with an aluminum lid on it. So it's not only a wooden pencil, but it's got an aluminum lid, not a plastic lid like this NYX one. So pretty cool. Good job, Milani. The lipstick that I'm going to use up this year is from L'Oreal. This is one of their Color Riche lipsticks, and this is in the shade Tropical Coral. I literally have this much left. That's it. I was using this on like a daily basis when I was in an unhappy part of my life. So I stopped using it for a long time, even though it's one of my favorite shades on, because it reminded me of that. But now I'm back to using it and I'm really loving the effect that it has because it's like this warm, corally, rosy color. It's beautiful. It's got a little bit of a pink shimmer as well. It just goes on so nicely, and like, look at that color. It's just so pretty. It can be worn for so many different occasions, so I've been really liking this. And then the one that I'm going to replace that one with is my Rimmel London Moisture Renew in Let's Get Naked. So this one I don't have that much left either because this was like my go-to nude for a while. So this is L'Oreal Tropical Coral. This is Rimmel London Let's Get Naked. But I have faith in myself that I will be able to use these completely up. Okay, just gonna blot real quick. The lip gloss that I'm going to be using up this year is from Hard Candy. This is their plumping serum. Now this one has not been discontinued, but it has been repackaged. So I'm not sure if the formula changed, but it's not in this wonderful packaging anymore. Why they did that, I don't know. Again, proof that Hard Candy is going down the tube. But this is in the shade Crush on You, and this is just such a nice lip color. Again, this is one that I was carrying in my purse during that rough time in my life, and so I was using it all the time. So it kind of does remind me of that, but like not too much to where I can't use it. You can have me, you can have my soul, but you cannot have my makeup products. It's just such a buttery kind of like... Okay guys, so that is my entire video of my project pan stuff. I will probably be making another video, probably I'm guessing in about August, right about the time of my birthday, because I'm imagining that I'm gonna wanna buy more products by then. Let me know what products you're trying to use up completely before you buy something else, and let me know what you're interested in using next. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Share this video with somebody if you care, and leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. I love talking to you. Try leaving a comment. I promise nobody's gonna judge you, and I'm gonna absolutely love hearing from you. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Stay healthy, wash your hands, be wise, be kind. Okay, bye!